Hey everyone, it is Mary with Stamps-N-Lingers, and it is Saturday. It is not 7 o'clock Eastern Time. It is, however, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, and due to some conflicting scheduling things going on, I am a little early, like 3 hours early. So I hope you're here with me. If you're not, I hope you will get to watch the replay. So we'll see what's going on. It looks like we've got some folks. I'm seeing some watchers coming on. Hey Karen, hi Shirley. Appreciate you joining. There we go. Now I can see comments up on my screen to the left. Okay, doke. Okay, so I have a really, really cool fun fold for you today. This is called a tower pinwheel, and it's really fun, and it's super, super easy. But I'm not too embarrassed to say, hey Rosie, hi Linda, hi Debbie, hi everybody. I appreciate you joining me so early on your Saturday. Hopefully it will have been worth the time. Hey Kathy, hi Vicky. When I first saw pictures of these, several of my way more talented than I teammates made these cards and posted them on our team Facebook page. And I was like, okay, that's really, really cool. And I had no clue how to do it. So I did some internet searching and found out. And my, well, I was a little embarrassed to discover how easy it is. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it. It's super, super easy. All of the card cuts will be on my website tomorrow, so you do not need to worry about that. I have paired this up with the Love of Leaves stamp set and the coordinating stitched leaves. Now this used to be bundled, but it is no more. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, I need to brag on me. This is my first time. This one's not very good. I don't like that one, but you know, hey, it was my first time with Color Street. And I did it all by myself, even with my left hand doing my right hand. So I was pretty proud of that. And it only has to last through, like Tuesday would be great. So I'm excited to see how they go. But it was pretty easy to put on, and I could even like do stuff because it's dry right away, right? And oh, by the way, happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. Okay. Anyway, stitched leaves. This is one of my favorite die sets. You remember, this is the set where you can cut a leaf and either, yes or no, insert this little die right here, and it actually embosses little stitched veins into the leaf, which I think is super, super cool. Okay, so let me put this back on. See, my brain doesn't work with these nails yet because I'm gonna chip them, I'm certain. But whatever, it's with, okay, so let me put that aside and we'll get started. So here is how super easy this is. For the card base, you're going to need one piece of cardstock. It's going to be 5 3/4 long by 4 1/4 tall, and then you're going to need 3 of the same color of cardstock at 2 3/4 wide by 4 1/4 tall. Okay, then you can take your trimmer, which seems to have gone walkabout for a second. Hang on, I'll find it. Oh, trimmer, little trimmer, where are you, trimmer? Yeah, he's done disappeared. Okay, well, we'll use the scoreboard, but you could use the score blade on your trimmer, right? Easy peasy, not a problem. How weird is that? Trimmers don't just walk away. Do trimmers walk? Oh, there it is. I found it. Never mind. Don't panic. Don't panic. I found it. Okay, let's try this, because this is what I used. So let's do that. They won't chip, I hope, Judy. I hope. Okay, now what you're gonna do is with this 5 3/4 by 4 1/4, you're gonna put the long end up, the long side up, and you are going to score, please use the gray one, not the dark gray one. You're going to score at 3/4 of an inch. Then you're gonna score at 1, whatever that is, 1 1/2, which is another 3/4 of an inch, right? You seeing a trend yet? And 2 1/4 inches, so another 3/4 of an inch, and the final 3/4 of an inch at 3, like so. There, dunske dunske. Then you're going to do your little folding and burnishing of all of those score lines that you just did. And then you're going to make a little box out of that. Okay? Oh, hello, Donna. 100 in Canada? Oh my gosh. That's crazy hot. That's not good. I don't like that. Hopefully you are in a place where you have air conditioning and can stay cool. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. This is my first try with my Color Street. I am a little bit addicted to them. I have like 20 sets, and this is the first time I've ever used them. So, you know, there it is. Okay, so now I'm going to take, I've made my folds. I'm going to take some liquid glue and put it on the very end fold, okay, the end panel. And then we're just going to tip it around until it meets up with that extra flap, okay, like that. And you just want to play with it so that you're making a square and all the ends come together. And then you can just kind of hold it a second. Now, you could certainly use tear and tape or stamp and seal, but having the glue gives you a little extra leeway, okay? Hey, Pam, appreciate you joining. Okay, so now I have just made a square, a little tiny box with a long flap. Now I'm going to add some more flaps, and that's what those other panels are for. So all I'm going to do is just put some liquid glue on each of the remaining open faces of the square, like that. And you just want to, again, glue is good because it gives you a little bit of time to fix it and make sure you've got it where you want it. Okay, just like that. And rinse and repeat. Wait, don't rinse. There's nothing to rinse. If you rinse, you're going to have sadness because, you know, cardstock doesn't really rinse well. I'm just saying. Alrighty. So, if you hadn't figured out why I'm early today, we are headed to a dinner, little party with our friends. The kids are pregnant, and tonight we get to find out whether it's a boy or a girl. I'm very excited. I'm personally kind of hoping for a girl, but I'm planning on the news being boy. I think the boys are going to be boys. I think they're going to have boys. That's what I think. I'm kind of hoping it's girls because the clothes are so cute. The clothes are so cute for girls. Okay, so there I have put my 3 extra panels. Thank you, Marva. Appreciate that. They're from Color Street. Okay, and there you go. 1 each pinwheel. And what's so cool about this is even with all this, when you fold it down flat, it fits right in a regular envelope. Easy, and also, might I just say, peasy. It's easy and peasy, both easy and peasy. Okay, now we're going to do some decorating, and that is just a whole bunch of gluing and cutting, okay? So what I have is I got some of the cool Pattern Party DSP. You know, this is the one that's a host exclusive in the annual catalog. So you can purchase this with Stampin' Rewards, which means with an individual order or a workshop order over $150, you can use Stampin' Rewards to purchase this DSP. Which is cool. It's got 48 sheets of paper in it. That is amazing. Just amazing. And then I have Mango Melody as my mat, which means that I have a really kind of fall Halloween theme going on. So I've got these pieces, which are for the large ones. And what I did is I have 2 large panels with DSP and 2 large panels with basic white so that I can have a sentiment. And yes, Nyoka, it is very simple. It looks way, way harder than it is. Like, way. So that means you can make it, you can send it to your friends and be like, oh, yeah, it was kind of difficult, but you know, for you, I'm willing to go the extra mile. No one except us needs to know that this is so stinking easy. And now, I mean, it's just gluing. Any of us can glue, right? And if you feel more comfortable with stamp and seal here, you can certainly do that. But I'm a liquid glue girl, just can't help it. Okay, now I'm gonna hold the 2 large ones for just a second, and then I'll go ahead and mat up. Look at this black buffalo plaid, isn't that fun? I'll mat this up and get it started putting onto my card base. All right, Now, when I first made this, I put all the mats on to the card base because I truly was designing as I went, and it's crazy. Hey, Debbie, I'm so glad you got your catalog. Yay! That's good. That is really good. I'm excited for you. You are going to love what is in it. And then you can do a nice little pre-order. Another one. I have to do another one too because of how I messed up. I don't even know how I messed up so bad. So I wasn't planning to buy the gingerbread set at all yet. I was going to wait until Christmas. And yet for some reason I bought the gingerbread dies. Not the stamp, just the dies. I was, however, going to buy the, is it Pretty Pumpkins? I think it's the Pretty Pumpkins bundle. And for some reason I bought just the stamp set and not the dies. So I will be doing another pre-order probably Monday or Tuesday. Well, I'll put it in and it'll go in on Tuesday so that I can get those. And then there may be a few other little things that I have to add. You know, I mean, if I'm going to order, I might as well order, right? It's crazy to pay for shipping for just a few little things. Hello. That was crazy. All right. Thank you, Jean. I appreciate it. It was absolutely my pleasure. Oh, Karen, good idea. It'll definitely keep them busy gluing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to glue these onto the base. And as you might imagine, these go on the smaller panels. These smaller little matted pieces go on the smaller panels. That's crazy, but it's a good thing I was here to tell you about that. Because otherwise, you might have done it. You might have not done it. You might have gone, but Mary, why did they not fit? I put them on those panels just like you said, and they don't fit. And I'd be like, yeah, really, really, I should have told you. I should have told you, and I should have told you, but I did not tell you. So I got my Texas sheet cake made and 2 dozen deviled eggs, because I'm not really sure how many people. There's us and Jan and them and the kids and Matt and his wife and their family. Courtney's family will be there, so there could be a lot of people. No, you can absolutely do more than one pre-order, Shirley. You just probably can't order the same things you've already ordered once again. So like if you were looking for multiples, you probably can't do that, but you can certainly do another pre-order. Okay, only one more, and then we'll be doing a little stamping. Now, I suppose I should have done these ahead of time, but I didn't. So you just have to watch me. Sorry. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? If it is what it is, and it will be what it will be, then was what it was? I don't know. You got to have your perfect and your past and your future and all that other stuff. Okay, now I have 2 pieces of basic white, and we're going to do a couple of sentiments on there. I actually got 3 sentiments on this card because I thought that was kind of cool to have multiple sentiments. So the first one is going to be the thank you in Cajun Craze. And I'm going to stamp it in the center of one of these panels. Like that. And then I'm going to use the I'm so glad you're in my life sentiment, and it is going to go in the middle of the second basic white panel like a shoe, just to like a shoe. And while I have this out, what the heck, I just used 17 words there. Okay, will you get the front door sab stamps or more the door front sabs? I'm not sure what you're asking me, Donna. Will you get the door front? I don't know what you're asking me. Try again. I'm sorry. So I used the Hippo and Friends dies. It's this die, the next to largest die right here, and I just cut a piece of basic white, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this pretty sentiment. It says, your friendship is something I know I can count on, right in the middle of that. Hopefully kind of straight. Straight is good when you aren't wanting to be crooked. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and I can put my Cajun craze away. And this is going to go on one of the DSP panels, so we'll just hold that for just a second. And what I'm going to do now is take this large leaf die, and I am going to ink it. Let me just clean it off, be sure it's clean. I'm going to ink it with Mango Melody. And I'm then going to add some pumpkin pie ink to the edges, just to give it a little depth. And it's a very subtle difference, okay? It's not like you go, oh, look at her, she really put a bunch of pumpkin pie on there. It looks like there's gonna be a lot when you're putting it on, but it doesn't turn out that way. And I'm really just putting it on one side of the leaf and a little bit on the stem, and then I'm going to stamp that in the bottom corner of the thank you panel, like that. See, it's really not very deep at all. The doorway. Oh! I know what you're saying. The celebration stamp that is the scene with the doorway. I don't know if I'll get that one or not. I might. I didn't get that on my first pre-order, so it's certainly on the table. All right, and then I'm just going to turn this over and not do that because I just stuck it smack down in the pumpkin pie, which was not what I meant to do. So I'll ink it with the Mango Melody. Isn't it odd? For some reason today I can actually say Mango Melody. I'm not going to say that other color because if I do, I'll get it in my head, and then that'll be all I can say all day, like the other day when I was doing my video. I'm not going to say that word. That color whose name will not be spoken. Righto. Now I'm going to put this in this top corner like so. Okay. And I will set that aside. And I will set this leaf aside because I'm done with it for a minute. And I'm going to locate the other stamped leaf, the other leaf. What is the other leaf? What other leaf did I use? Oh yes, I used this leaf. I used this leaf after. Alrighty. Oh. Okay, and it's the same idea. We're gonna go Mango Melody. Brush with pumpkin pie. I really like the blending brushes for inking photopolymer stamps in particular. It's very nice, and it adds color really nicely to it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stamp right over the top of this second sentiment, just like that. Perfect. I'll take it, Alex, for $1,000. Yeah, it isn't mine either. Coloring is not like the thing I love to do more than anything, and that's a coloring image, but I think it's pretty. Okay, so now I'll just go ahead and mat these up on their Mango Melody mats. Hey, Lenny, appreciate you joining. Hopefully y'all will have time yet today to go do some stuff. I don't know if you've all got plans for the 4th of July. I don't think we do. We're going to do some more. We're going to go to the nursery probably tomorrow and get some plants to plant in our water feature. We need to put some in the rocks, so I'm thinking some sedums. We've got a bunch of time starts going that we can put in the various nooks and crannies. Do y'all grow cone flowers, aka echinacea? I bought a couple of those and I love them all of a sudden. All right, so you can see what I'm doing. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I am adhering these panels to the card, okay? And if you'll notice, I've got the two sentiments opposite each other, okay? So, well, Well, I will in just a second. But I'm going to put them opposite each other, because I haven't put those DSP panels on yet. I don't even know why. Why, Mary? Haven't you done that yet? Good Lord. Now, what I just did there was really cocky. That was really cocky. Whew. Do make sure that you got it right side up. I didn't even check. Oh, the dahlias are very beautiful. Yes, they are. I did get some of those, and I got a couple of the sheeps, because I think the sheeps are going to be fun. Okay, now I'm going to take and I'm going to put these DSP panels on the larger panels of the card front. Actually, it's the card base. It's not the card front. It is the card. It is the whole card, and nothing but the card. Okay. Like so. And then we're going to, I'm trying to eke the last little bit of glue out of this jar, this bottle, and I can tell we're getting down to the last little bit of glue in the bottle. I know we're getting there really fast. Okay. Now I'll take my little sentiment that I made and add it with liquid glue. Now I have not used even, I hope you're sitting down, I have not used even one dimensional anywhere on this card, because it's got plenty of heft. You don't need to add any heft. No extra heft. No heft for you. All right, now while that dries, I have already cut somewhere that I have now misplaced. Yeah, oh, there it is. The completely wrong, I did a completely different leaf, but that's okay. It all looks good. Leafs is leaves. Thank you, Danette. Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate that. Isn't there a new stamp set of those flowers? Of the dahlias? I believe it's in the Celebration catalog, but I'm not sure. I don't quite have the catalogs memorized yet. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my leaf and I'm going to get my Mango Melody blend brush. And I'm going to not use this pumpkin pie ink pad. I'm going to put a little bit of shading on this leaf, just with the blending brush. Just a little bit. These are my favorite leaves. I really, really love them quite a bit. And we have new leaves too in the new mini. So we're gonna have a lot of leaves to play with, which I think is awesome as we go into the fall. All right, we'll get this closed up. There you go, $100 for the dahlias. And then I'm going to adhere this to this panel. Okay, I think you're about to see the very last gasp of this liquid glue. And we're gonna go right across like that. Whew, that big one fit. See which one I used on the sample. But that's okay. It'll be fine. It will be fine. And then I'll make a little bow with some linen thread. Oh, I got some ink on my new nails. What a shock. Okay, Color Street, let's see what you're made of. Well, good Lord. Oh, I'm really worried about that ink right there, so I'm messing around. Hang on, let me fix that. I don't want ink on my card. Goodness. I'm kind of a pigger. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of ugly how messy of a stamper I am. I wish I was one of those tidy ones that come out and people are like, did you stamp anything? I don't even know. No. Okay, let's see. We're going to see if it comes back. Am I back? Am I back? Please tell me I'm back. Somebody answer, tell me I'm back. Give me a thumbs up if I'm back, okay? I look like I'm back. I think I'm back. You wear your ink as well. Okay, we're back. Whew. I couldn't believe it. The phone rang. I had put it on Do Not Disturb right before I started, and I was like, what the heck? Okay, so I've got my little bow, and I'm going to use a glue dot. Please notice I have Stampin' Up! Glue dots again. They came. So I put the imposters away for a rainy day, just in case I ever screw up and let myself do that again. And I'm just scrunching it up right there at the base of the stem, and I'm going to put that right there like that. But you do kind of got to get it scrunched up good. What are the dimensions of the other 3 blacks? They are 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And my blog post tomorrow will have all the dimensions of all the things. Well, now I can't get that to get off of my fingers. Stay right there. Stay right there. Have you ever noticed that if you talk to your glue dots, it works better? No, that's not a thing. Okay, so we got that. And now I'm just going to put some rhinestones on. Now, let me just tell you, on the sample, I used my holiday rhinestones, but I am like totally out of the smaller pumpkin pie ones, and that's what I want is smaller. So, you know, do what you can do. Do what you got. Use what you have. Looks like I'm kind of out of rhinestones, too. It's time to buy some more rhinestones. So, we're going to punch a little bit. I'm going to put one, let's put one right here. And then we'll go ahead and put a big pumpkin pie one. Just what the heck. Oh, Vicky, you've got the same one. Well, it must be like a holiday or something coming up. All right, now I'm going to put that big one there. Usually I wouldn't use the big ones, but I'm going to use a big one today. I'll put it up here like that. And then I'll put another one over here. Like that. And there you go, guys. That is the card. We'll do a quick leaf on the front of our envelope. And then we'll be done. I tells you we'll be done. And I'm going to use this leaf on the front because I can use whatever leaves I want. Hey, Joan from Washington State. How are you today? Don't get your fingers in it or you'll have ink everywhere. Okay. You are welcome, Donna. All right, let me see. Let me get my other blender brush. I'll use my pumpkin pie on this one. So I've inked it with Mango Melody, and now I'm going to add a little bit of shadowing with the pumpkin pie using the blending brush. Just around the edges, kind of on the stem. Again, Mango Melody and Pumpkin Pie is not going to be a real in-your-face contrast, but it's there. See it? Can you see the difference? There you go. All right, now I'll close this up. Your son is stationed in Washington. Yep, Washington. I'm guessing at Joint Base McCord, maybe? Or is he at one of the naval bases? All right, and then I used some of the black buffalo plaid. You could use the leaves if you like that better. Or let's be honest, because it would be your card, you could use whatever DSP you wanted. Just saying. Just saying. Any DSP, any stamp set. Now you know how to make the cake. You can frost it any way you want. Speaking of cake, Texas sheet cake. Yum! Cannot wait. It looks pretty tasty sitting on the counter. And I may or may not have tasted the batter a little bit. You know, you got to be sure it's going to be okay. Tested the frosting. Turns out it's fine. I determined that after 3 or 4 tastes. All right, and there we go. So 2 cards. This is a Tower Pinwheel Fun Fold. And it is super easy and super fun. And I hope you will try it super soon. Alrighty, Sumner from McCord, 12 miles. There you go. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Wish America a happy birthday. Be safe. The crazies get out on the 4th of July. There is no doubt about it. We'll see you next Thursday at 2 o'clock for the YouTube video. Thanks, guys. See ya. Bye.